In this video, we're going over exactly how I got over 200,000 social media followers. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Commonlad, and if you're new here, I make tons of different videos surrounding selling things on eBay and different e-commerce platforms, social media growth, and Shopify, various other things in that nature. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. Also, if you guys find value in this video, I would really appreciate a like. And with that out of the way, today we're going to be talking about exactly how I gained over 200,000 followers on social media. Now, I want to make this video more of a story time kind of deal where I talk you through exactly how I did it versus some of the videos I've done in the past, which are probably linked somewhere on the screen. They were more top 5 or very specific tips. I want to actually walk through what I did and the kind of content that I focused on, the strategies I used, and just sort of talk through how I started and how I got to where I am now. So for those of you who don't know, most of my followers are on Instagram. I have multiple different pages over there, so we're going to be talking about how I kind of started up on each one of those, as well as I have some followers on TikTok and of course YouTube here as well. But they're sort of smaller amounts. But yeah, that's sort of how it's spread out, and I want to walk you through sort of my journey and how I've got them and how I've even been able to monetize them. So starting off probably 4 or 5 years ago, I started my very first YouTube channel, which was a Minecraft gaming channel, of course, because that's what people did back then. And I started that off and did it for probably about a year and tried to upload consistently, but really had troubles with it. So that one actually ended up kind of failing, and I put it away. I deleted the channel or whatever, and it had about 50 subscribers. So that was the start though on social media. Then after that, I started another gaming channel on YouTube, which was a Battlefield video channel, or Battlefield channel. I can't even remember, it's been so long since I played the game, but it was just me uploading clips that I gotten poorly done clips because I suck at video games, but I had just uploaded those. That channel was the first channel that got over 100 subscribers. I think it was at like 130 maybe, or maybe I'm totally wrong about that. Now, you know what, I don't think it did get over 100 subscribers, but what I do remember, it was over 100 videos, that's what it was. But what I do remember is that was the first channel that taught me about consistency and actually uploading every single day, and I was able to kind of discipline myself enough to start to be able to upload videos every single day. And although I shouldn't quite talk about discipline on this channel because I have been kind of lacking in the videos, unfortunately, because all of my other channels are related to business and whatnot, I'm trying to prioritize those first, including Instagram and whatnot, so this channel does end up coming last, but that is hopefully going to change here. Nevertheless, I started to kind of learn about that. I ditched that channel as well, and then I started the current gaming channel, which I have. And the current gaming channel has been a real struggle. It's been probably 3 to 4 years old now, and I've uploaded over 500-600 videos on it, and I still have only about 1,000 subscribers. So when people talk about starting a YouTube channel, my whole idea was that if you posted every single day, or if you posted as much as you could, then you would automatically gain the subs no matter what your content, because you're posting so much stuff and people are bound to see you. Well, what I can tell you today is that is completely incorrect. I realize now that the only value that you provide through your content is the actual value of what you're saying in your content, or what you're teaching people, or the entertainment value. It has nothing to do with how much you post or what kind of things you upload. I tried really hard for a really long time and wasted a lot of time trying just to post content for the sake of posting content with no real value in it, and then sure enough, the audience wasn't there because there was no value in the content. Anyway, to wrap up the YouTube story, that channel's still running. I've got some kind of good plans to get it off the ground again here and hopefully grow it a little bit more because I do need it for other purposes. But that's when I hopped onto this channel. I think I've been doing a better job with this channel. You guys will have to let me know, but I feel like I've gotten the viewer engagement up more and I've grown a lot quicker than I ever thought I could have, so I really appreciate your guys' help with that. I hope that I can continue to expand that. So that's the YouTube side, but let's hop right over into Instagram, which is where I joined probably 3 to 4 years ago. Again, just sort of fooling around with it. Didn't really get anywhere until last May. Last May is where I saw that Bia has a theme page video, and that kind of inspired me to go ahead and look into starting my own theme page because I had this video game store and I was always trying to create some sort of online marketplace / page for it. This seemed like the perfect opportunity. And a theme page, for those of you who don't know, is a page where basically you just post other people's content while giving them credit. You're almost like a network that just takes other content and builds sort of a theme around it. So the first page that I actually ran wasn't the video game page. I started off with a car page just because I thought that would be interesting, and after growing that one for a couple of weeks I realized I was already at like 800-900 followers and it was looking pretty good. So I hopped on board with the video game page and started growing that one as well. And this was really right before Instagram's big update came out, which kind of messed up all the theme pages when they got rid of the likes, and they really made it hard for new creators to grow. Anyway, managed to get in at the right time and managed to grow these pages up to where they are now. I think the car one's at like 20,000, 21,000 followers, and the video game page is over 80, I think, as of a couple days ago. So it's pretty impressive. It's got a lot of traffic and a lot of impressions now, if you will. I think the video game page has done 2 or 3 million a week now, or I think I had a post the other day do over 1 million impressions on one post that's like 40,000-50,000 likes. It's crazy. Now usually this audience would be something that you could really take and monetize. I've had a lot of trouble with that. I've tried doing it through drop shipping, I've tried doing it through various different e-commerce platforms, Teesprings and eBay and Shopify. I can't seem to figure out how to monetize these audiences. Now it's something that I continue to try to do, but the one way that I have been able to make some money on these 2 pages, and I'll introduce the third one here in a second, but on those 2 pages I've been able to sell shoutouts and promotional material just as like ad slips. So I'll do either a regular post for 24 hours or a story post and charge anywhere between $30 and $50 US for those posts. Now it's definitely a nice little touch, but I'm still looking to be able to kind of grow it to the point where I can get a big sort of, my own page or my own website that I can drive traffic to actually convert to sales. That's when my genius idea came in after watching another one of Biahez's videos about buying and selling Instagram pages, and sure enough, I hopped on that trend as well. You guys will remember a couple weeks back, or I guess a couple months back now, is when I made the video that I talked about buying my very first theme page. And this theme page was a food theme page on Instagram, which had, I think at the time, maybe close to 40,000 followers. That page now has also grown to over 85,000, I think now, somewhere around there after I've been posting on it. The page was actually in really bad shape when I bought it. It was losing followers and it was just not great consistency on the posts and whatnot, so I feel like I was really able to turn that page around and add some value to it, and now I've been able to sell some shoutouts and promotional material on there as well. So there we go. That's how I kind of made my first sort of leap into the social media space in terms of growing followers and earning my first few dollars with it, and then that's when TikTok came along. Now if you ask me, the number one way right now to grow on Instagram or YouTube would be to use TikTok. I think it's like the best platform out there right now, and still is even after being months in. And the reason is because it's just so much easier to grow on there, far less saturated, and you can take those audiences which you grow on there and then move them over to any of the other platforms like YouTube or Instagram. So I started off TikTok with a couple different theme pages, grew them to a few thousand followers, and then inevitably I sort of gave up on them because it was a lot of work and I just didn't really have the time to do it. That's also why I haven't started any more Instagram pages, just because the amount of work and time that you have to put into it is insane, and I've really sort of slowed down on them a little bit, just to be able to sort of think, I'll try to do some better content and less of it, which has definitely helped me sort of have more time in my day now. But anyway, I did end up ditching those TikTok pages because the one that started to work was the Commonlad page. And the idea there was that I was going to build this TikTok page that was going to be able to sort of just post my daily, sort of documenting my daily life. And that of course is working down here, pulling orders or shipping things out or talking about a new product that I found or talking about a certain way to sell something or a certain tip. And I feel like that started to provide some real value to the viewers. Had a couple pieces of content blow up on there. I think one's close to 1 million views and a couple 100,000 likes here and there, and it was pretty crazy. So that platform now sits at, I don't know, close to 20,000 followers, something like that. It's linked down below, I think, in the description if you want to check it out, or there's a name to it. Something's there, I'm sure, that you can find it with. Or you could search up Commonlad on TikTok, and you can actually follow me there for daily content. Little self-plug there, but anyway, that's sort of the idea. But yeah, that's sort of the story about how I grew everything, and again, hopefully you guys can find some value in that and sort of say, oh, he started a theme page like this, or oh, he went and bought one like that and he grew it like that. I don't know, I feel like it's not very specific, but it still sort of gives you an idea of what I've done. But just so I make sure that you guys can find some value in it, I do just want to talk really quickly about a couple things that you can utilize if you're interested in this. Also, again, I have those other videos which I linked at the beginning of the video. I think it's with the little eye thing in the YouTube thing. I don't know, you can probably find it somewhere on the screen, and you can watch those for some very specific tips regarding theme pages and growing in general. But I will say that especially with YouTube, it's all about the quality of the content, not the actual quality like the camera quality, but the quality of what you're saying and what sort of value you're providing to the viewer. If you're not doing that, you could post thousands of videos and they will still not get any traction because nobody cares. I would also say that patience is like the #1 thing. Nothing grows overnight, and especially not in the social media world. I'd say if you really want fast growth, start on eBay. I mean, you can sell things way quicker on there and actually get some results. If you're looking to make money like immediately, social media is not the way to go. But if you are looking for a long-term strategy to sort of develop over time, it's kind of fun as well, and you're looking to make some money on it, social media does work. But you have to be patient. It's ridiculous how many theme pages I see that just quit off the bat because they're not getting the kind of traction that they want, or they're not seeing the kind of results that other pages are seeing. You really have to be patient. I remember even my car page and my video game page at certain times were losing followers after gaining a whole bunch, and it was just sort of going back and forth, playing with the algorithm and seeing where it would work. And then my last thing would just be to test a lot of different things, especially on YouTube or on Instagram. Try different posts. If you keep posting the same exact sort of thing and it's not working, well, there's no doubt that it's not working, because obviously you're just doing the same thing over and over again, and nobody cared the first time, so they're not going to care the 50th or 60th time that you post it. Once you start testing different content strategies or ideas, that's when you can start to build some traction on those, as people are seeing different things and they'll start to tell you what they like. Anyway, that's sort of where we're at now, and I've got a couple big projects still going. Obviously this channel is my #1 thing that I'm trying to grow at the moment, and again, I really appreciate all your help there. And again, hopefully I can provide some value in this video, and hopefully you guys kind of learned something, or at least got some ideas as to what you could do. But yeah, there we go. That's the story of how I got over 200,000 followers across all the social media platforms I operate on, and hopefully that number will just continue to grow, and I can check back one day and tell you guys how I grew over 1 million social media followers, or what it be. And then I can tell you guys how to monetize them more specifically, and obviously once I have a little more experience as well, I can come out and tell you guys exactly what to do if you want to make some money on them. I believe, again, the videos in the past have talked about, though, monetizing them specifically, so you can check those out as well, and hopefully you guys can learn a couple things there. Anyway, thanks so much for staying along for the ride, staying in the video, and I really, again, appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me on this. I am going to leave today's video there, and thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.